Violent video game studies affecting the brain. I did a video on this already, but apparently I'm going to do another one. It's tea time. Haven't heard the latest news when it comes to violence in video games. There is now apparently, I did a video on this already, I'll put a link in a nice little box up there directly to the video. Study, basically they watched the brain's reaction while these people played violent video games. Now if you go and you watch that previous video, you will say that the issue that I have with this is that these studies are always done on somebody, I believe I said 18 to 25. But the current study that they did, which is the same study that I referred to in the other one, is actually 18 to 20-year-old men were involved in the study and had very little exposure to violent video games in their past. Over time, they're saying that as you're playing these games, you lose simple things like the thinking, your decision making, your attention span, all of these things you end up changing while you're playing a violent video game. And when you truly think about it, the retarded thing is that when you're playing any type of video game, number one, it needs your attention. So how could you be losing attention if you're paying attention? I don't know. Guess I'm not a scientist. Also, it says that, it changes your decision making. So if it changes your decision making, then why is it that people can still play games? Because that requires your ability to make decisions. You get what I'm getting at? Another issue that I have with these particular studies is exactly that, violent video games. That's all they have them study. Alright, how do you know that this doesn't affect people when they're playing Mario Brothers? How do you know it doesn't affect them when they're playing Tetris? Because what most people fail to understand is that aggression within people in general when playing a video game can arise, but it's not like directly caused from the video game, like I'm now going to go out and shoot my school up, or I'm going to go kill my employees that I work with. It's not that type of aggression, it's just frustration. They can't beat the level, they can't beat the puzzle, they can't complete the mission because they keep dying over and over. So they're getting frustrated, they're getting angry, and obviously, yeah, that's going to have a change and effect on a person. And, something that I was told to do was, just stop playing the game and, wait a while and then come back and you'll be able to do it, which that always works. So WebMD was quoted as saying, "We think less innovation means more aggression." I'm not even going to comment on that because these things really irritate me. I don't want this video to be too long. The question is, how does that translate into real world behavior? Which apparently a guy or gal named Lipton, and I think that's the actual question. How does this actually affect people's behavior in the real world? And that's something that they ultimately probably can't really study. Set it up like some kind of retarded reality TV show of guys playing violent video games, going to work and seeing how it affects them. They probably don't have the money or the time to do that, because if somebody wanted to do that with me, yeah, they'd have to pay me money. They wouldn't be able to do that shit for free. You're damn right. So ultimately, what do you think of these studies? Do you think this study has any type of weight when it comes to violence in video games? As I said before, basically this whole study is inaccurate. All of these studies are inaccurate. And the only reason why I say this is because they don't study other games. Because I bet you, and I could guarantee you, that it's not just violent video games that have these changes within a human's brain. It could be any type of game, especially games that really pertain to getting your attention. Puzzle games like Tetris or Lalo 2 on the Nintendo. You know, things that really need your concentration, and it's a puzzle. You start getting frustrated, you're going to get angry. So I'm going to have to go that, you know, it's not just violent video games that have these changes. It's any type of game, and it's just temporary. It's nothing major to fret over. Now, like, if your child is sitting there getting mad and he lashes out at you because he's not winning, then yeah, sure, you know, make them get off, and that's their punishment. And, you know, be the parent. That's as simple as that. So, comment below. Let everyone know.